Hello and welcome to Counselor Feature Friday. I'm your host, Brian Urban. In these features, we hope to give you some simple tips, tidbits, and tricks to make your days easier and your patients happier. In this feature, we're going to look at the option for displaying multiple clinics schedules on the schedule at one time. So where this primarily comes into effect is if you have multiple locations, whether they're multiple full-time or part-time or satellite locations, and particularly if you have providers that go between those locations in the same day or in the same week. There are opportunities, of course, to be able to then show what that provider is doing at any given time during that day or week. So let's give an example here. Let's take Dr. Rogers here. Dr. Rogers goes between locations between the Sandbox Clinic and the Yucca Clinic. Okay, if we were simply to just look at the Sandbox Clinic, we can see that she's there in the morning on Tuesday, not in the no openings, or I'm sorry, no patients scheduled in the afternoon. But that doesn't really tell the whole story. Now, if we jump over to the Yucca Clinic, of course, we can see that she has appointments in the afternoon. Now, it's important to note, of course, you also can set block scheduling so that you'd have this blocked off, right? So there's ways to anticipate that you will need to make sure that appointments are not scheduled during this time. So that's a separate overview. But in this case, we're looking at just, let's see what's happening as a combination here. So in the Yucca Clinic, we're going to scroll to the very bottom left-hand corner. Then we're going to click on the Display Additional Clinics option. All right, so once this is activated, now we can see the list of clinics. And we could say, hey, just show me all of the clinics, right? Show me every clinic that we have in the our counselor account, and then we'll see what overlays, right? Or you could be specific, because particularly with larger groups, you may have instances where you say, hey, I just want to see, when I'm looking at clinic A, I just want to see A and C. I don't need to see B or D, right? And then when you're in clinic B, you may want to see clinic B and clinic D and not A and C, right? So you can mix and match based on the clinic that's selected here. This will all be remembered on this specific computer for that specific clinic. So in this case, I'm going to say, let's just show the OMS Sandbox Clinic schedule. And what we'll see now is that the schedule pops up all in black. And that's telling me those appointments are happening just somewhere else, right? So in fact, if I hover over an appointment, I can see this is happening in the Sandbox Clinic. In fact, if I click on the clinic, it'll take me directly to that clinic schedule. Now we can see that the appointment schedule here for the Yucca Clinic are in the colors associated with those appointments, right? Now, if we, of course, wanted to expand this and have the Simpson Clinic as well, we certainly could, or as I mentioned before, just click all clinics and you can display everything in one go. Okay, now let's take the kind of opposite look at this. Let's look at the Sandbox side of the equation. What you'll notice here is that it's not showing, and that's because for the Sandbox Clinic, I have not yet activated the additional clinics. So if I go ahead and do that, and then say, all right, all clinics, let's go ahead and just reactivate that one. There we go. Now we can see that we have the reverse. Here are the Yucca clinics, and this time they are in black because we're in the Sandbox Clinic. Okay, so this gives you a very quick and easy way of viewing a provider's full schedule, even if they are going across locations in the same day or the same week. So please test this out. Let us know if you have questions. Please give us a call, email us, chat us if we can assist in any way. Thank you very much for joining us for today's Counselor Feature Friday. And as always, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.